Hi there! In this video, we'll be making a hardstyle track in FL Studio. Before we jump in, here's a quick background on hardstyle. If you want to get straight to the creation process, skip to this timestamp on the screen. Hardstyle is an EDM genre that originated in the late 1990s, primarily in the Netherlands, Belgium, and Italy. It blends elements from techno, new beat, and hardcore music, characterized by its intense and powerful kick drums. Hardstyle is especially recognized for its distinctive use of harmonics in the kick drum sounds. Now that we're familiar with the genre, let's jump into making the song. Set the tempo to somewhere between 140 and 170 BPM. Mine is set to 154. Let's start off with the intro. I started off by making the melody that sets the energy of the song. I also decided to carefully layer the white noise, as it can make the lead sound a bit more saturated. Then I added the sub bass. It basically plays the same melody. I also added the chords to give the lead a bit more depth and fill the missing space in the mix. I also added this ambient pad to fill the space. Regarding the drums in the intro, I added the crash and 2 ride samples hitting each beat. Altogether, the intro should sound like this. Now let's make the build-up. It's not much different from the first half. First of all, I added this plucky ARP in the background. The intro transitions into the build-up with this reversed kick, and the clap sample is playing each beat. In the second half of the build-up, the kick also starts playing each beat. Near the end, the clap and kick start to play each 2 steps, and then each step, before dropping in volume during the last bar to make the drop hit harder. Transitioning into the drop, I added this descending tom percussion, and this huge snare typically used in EDM. Now let's jump into making the drop. Let's start off with the kick, which is by far the most recognizable part of hardstyle. You can find the hardstyle kick samples in most of the EDM sample packs. I use Vengeance EDM Essentials, for example. And it's okay to use samples, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, especially in hardstyle. Start off by placing the kick on each beat in a bar. Don't forget to do drum rolls and play with the pitch a bit. I also decided to change the melody specifically for the drop. It hits much harder than the one in the pre-drop in my opinion. The pad was also slightly shifted, now playing twice as long and different notes. During the second half of the drop, I added open hats to add a bit more tension and energy to the drop, as well as to make it a bit less repetitive. Let's make the outro. I decided to copy the ARP and the pad from the build-up, and added this Reese bass. To make it a bit less boring, I decided to automate the cutoff and chorus effect on the ARP. And by the end of the outro, I also automated the Reese cutoff to make it sound a bit more intense. The song is complete. But before we hear the end result, if you found this video helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. Also, the song from this tutorial is available on streaming platforms like Spotify and Apple Music, so feel free to give it a listen. Check the link in the description. And that was it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see more content like this. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.